morning. Hope everybody's doing well. I don't know why it always looks so grainy, and no matter how much I fix it, I can't fix this graininess, so I don't know what else to do. But I wanted to pop by on this and do a live. Thanks. If you're here, thank you for watching. My name is Daisy. I haven't been on here in a little bit. I know I said I was going to give my YouTube channel more love. And I hope to post at least once a week. I don't, maybe every other week, but I'm not sure. I didn't post after my last video because I lost one of my pets, and if I'm looking a little off, it's because I have been crying. And I want to say it's one of my pets because even though to me, to us, to my family, it's more than a pet. But I want to say it's a pet because I want this video to be not just for a dog or a cat, which is what people usually, when they lose a pet. I want this to be in general of any pet loss. And that loss has stirred up so many emotions in me. So many emotions that I have been, that I hadn't felt since the loss of my mom. So I guess that stirred all of that up and brought it back up to the surface. So I've been dealing with that. And it's been hard for me. It's been hard on my girls, on my family. My pet had been struggling for almost 2 weeks, and I did take her back and forth to the vet. At first they thought it was a respiratory disease. They gave her antibiotics. The antibiotics didn't work. I took her back for a follow-up because the antibiotics didn't work, and her usual vet was not there. So we saw a vet that I'm really not, it's not my favorite, but I wanted her to be seen. And so when that vet saw her, she said, oh, it's cancer. That came out of the blue. And because my vet, the one that I've always taken her to, originally said that she had what could be referred to as a sinus infection, right? I guess she had been struggling with the sinus infection for a long time, and so we took her home. The next day, she was still not better. My vet, my original vet, the one that I love, called me, and I explained to him what happened. I'm like, you told me it was a sinus infection. You weren't there. I had to go see the other vet, and she says it's cancer. That threw me for a loop. That really. And from how he sounded over the phone, he was like, no, I'm going to give you something else that is a little stronger for the sinus infection. I went that day, picked it up, was so hopeful because I was like, now she's going to get the proper medicine. And gave her the medicine, and we had her for a couple of hours after that. I guess her body was not strong enough to go through whatever it was that she was going through. We had her for 9 years. 9 years. And for those of us who have pets, we love them, and to us they're not just pets, they are family. They become family. To a lot of people, that's all they have. To a lot of people, they come home to their pet. That's their family. That's the reason they wake up in the morning. That's the reason that keeps them going. To a lot of people, that's, like I said, that's all they have. And we had her for 9 years, and she went through a lot with us. And I remember during lockdown when we had so much uncertainty and so much going around us, and the news was just crazy. Anxiety would just rip through me, and even though I was here with my girls and my husband, just holding her made a world of difference. That was it. Just holding her and petting her was all I needed to calm down and relax. And that's what pets do. They give you the most unconditional love. They don't care if you have money. They'll live with you under a bridge. You leave for a minute, when you come back, it's as if you've been gone for hours. And 9 years, she went through a lot with me. She went through a lot with my girls. And it has awakened a lot of feelings. And I miss her. You feel that loss. You do feel that loss. It's a loss like any other. And it's so hard. To me, my pets are, my family is very small. It's just me, my girls, my husband, family of 4. My siblings have their own lives to live, and so my family consists of my little family of 4 and my pets. That's my family. And I see with the loss of my mom, and I lost a pet a couple of months ago that I didn't post about or anything. I lost a pet, one of my other babies, maybe 3 months ago, and now I lost this one. And it's as if my little family is getting smaller and smaller. My little world is getting everything that I love and that gives me unconditional love, just getting smaller and smaller. I don't want to cry. I've cried enough. I've cried so much. My girls cried. She died in our arms. She died knowing she was loved. She was wrapped up in a nice warm blanket. And as she was passing, I thanked her for all the years of love and companionship she gave me, she gave us. I just kept thanking her and thanking her. Thank you. Thank you. God's creatures are so perfect, and they give you so much love without having to say a word. They look at you and you understand them completely. And they understand you. Um, it's a hard loss. I'm trying really hard to be strong for my girls, because they're going through it really hard right now. But sometimes I don't even know what to say to make them feel better. I want to acknowledge their pain because it's my pain, and I don't want to just disregard it and because I know it's painful. And if you've lost a pet, you know how painful it is. It's there are certain things that you don't want to say, and I have to. I don't have people that I could share it with, because my daughter did decide to share with a close friend, and they disregarded her feelings, and they will be cruel. And I don't think they mean to be cruel, really. Some people just see pets as animals, and that's okay, if that's how you are. I'm the type of person that whatever it is that you're going through, that's your pain. And who am I to say, I would never say, oh, don't worry, that's going to pass, or, you're crying over what? Oh, that's not a big deal, or even smile, smirk, or laugh, or I would never do that, because that's your pain. That's what you're feeling, and that's a real emotion. It is a real emotion, and it's a real loss. Um, so like I said, it has stirred up a whole bunch of feelings for me of loss. Uh, and I'm trying to really focus on that. I had her for 9 years, and that I know I gave her a great life. I know that beyond a doubt, because she was so loved. She was treated, she was not treated like a pet. She was given the best food that was within my reach, the best treats, the most cuddles. She was held and loved and spoken to, and she had a great yard to go and explore. And never was thirsty. I made sure she was never thirsty. I made sure she was never hungry. I don't think people understand. A lot of people mean well when they want to get a pet, and they get these pets for Christmas, or they get these pets for Easter, and they're puppies and they're cute and they're cuddly or whatever it may be, and then the real work begins, because it's a responsibility for many years, and they get sick and they need to go to the doctor. Veterinary care is very, very expensive, and that's something that you have to think about when you decide to get a pet, because the worst thing in the world is that, yes, you have this animal and you're doing the best you can, and they're just like humans. They get sick or they need their shots, whatever may be the case, and the worst thing in the world is that they get sick and you don't have the funds to take them to a vet. Or when you go to the vet, it ends up being something else more than you can afford. And that's your heart breaks. So having a pet is not just loving on it and playing with it, and it's also knowing that when they get sick, vet care is no joke. It's no joke, and you want to be responsible, and you want to do the right thing by them so that they can be healthy. My pets mean so much to me that when I go on vacation, they come along with me. I prefer now driving, because if I don't have them with me, to me, my family's missing. I don't have anybody really that I can trust to take care of them like I would take care of them. My girls are already used to traveling with them, so a lot of trips the big trips that I don't do, that I want to do, I don't, because because that stops me from doing it. I have another one that's on heart medication. I just cannot have someone and come in and not only walk them and feed them, but it's also giving them medicine. And here in New York City, you got to be really careful who you let in your house, and you know, who you trust with them. I mean, they can't speak. They depend on you, and you're depending on someone to come and do the right thing. And it's frightening. It's I don't. So the little trips that I do are driving trips within a couple of hours when I want to get away, and I do take them with me. They do travel well. I guess they're used to it. I try to stay, of course, at pet-friendly hotels that have kitchens, because I like to have a kitchen, because I do like to cook, and I do like to have what they eat stored. They are on special food, and so that all goes with having a pet. And you never know down the line, they develop allergies, they're anything, and you have to prepare for that. But I've lost two of my babies already within the span of 3 to 4 months of each one. And I feel the loss is felt. The loss is felt. If you are going through this, just know that I understand you and that it is real, and it's hard when you cannot share with a friend and you got to keep it to yourself, but your true friends will understand. And I'm sending you a hug, and I hope that you just stay with the beautiful memories that pet you experienced with your baby, as I will. I'm trying to hang on to all the 9 years. 9 years. That's a long time. And her presence is definitely missed. But I just wanted to jump on here and just talk about that. If you're wondering why I'm wearing this hat, it's because here in New York City it's 23 degrees. It feels more like 10, and it's very cold. And I'm the type of person, my house is warm, but I'm always chilly. So I do love hats, so I wear them anyway. But that's why I have my hat on, because I'm a little chilly. I'm sending you lots of love. And yeah, if you're going through this, I understand you. I'm sending you love. I hope that my video gives you a little bit of comfort in knowing that you're not alone and that the loss is real, and that you'll get through it, and just to take it one day at a time, which is what I'm doing. One day at a time. So I hope you guys have a very blessed day, and let's just be grateful for all the little things that seem insignificant but really aren't, because the little things are always the big things. So I'll talk to you later.